Dog wash stations like this are starting to pop up all over the country, so we thought that we'd come and visit one and see how they work. Are they good value for money? Are they better than the groomers? And what does Freddie think? Let's find out. Before we even get Freddie near the machine, we find one of the first problems, and that is this useless sanitize setting. I suspect that they've kept this pressure low to stop you trying to see if you can get a cheeky little free wash for your dog, but this sanitize setting isn't powerful enough to clean anything off at all, especially if the dog before was some kind of wolfhound like it seems that we got. It was time to put my money in to dial up the pressure. Right, so I'm just going to use the rinse setting to finish cleaning it out because that was not enough. Whoever was in here beforehand was a hairy boy. Once you've finished cleaning it, you can then move on to the fun bit of choosing which shampoo suits your dog. This machine has a basic variety of settings that you can use. There's a rinse cycle to get some water onto your dog, some different shampoos that give you different smells, and a bit of flea treatment too. And then there's the dryer. Let's get Freddie in and get the machine turned on. Good boy. Well done, mate. So I think there are attachment hooks somewhere, but you don't need them. Yeah. But he doesn't need it because he's a good boy. So we go for rinse. There we go. With the rinse setting, we actually find the first thing that I really like about this machine, and that is the speed that the water warms up. Instead of having to guess what the right temperature is like you do when you're washing your dog at home, this machine within, I would say, 5 seconds gets to a lovely, pleasant washing temperature. Now, one of the things that I like about this thing is that usually when I wash him, I always start from the bottom because you don't want to risk him shaking off. But in here, it actually helps clean it if he shakes off. Although you're thoroughly unbothered. Aren't you, mate? You're a good boy. Yes, he is. On you. Right, should we get some shampoo? Couple of different options, and they have a sensitive one, which is nice. Yeah, there you go. So while I'm giving Freddie a scrub, let's go through some of the things to keep in mind when using a machine like this. Protect the ears, because you don't want water getting down into their eardrums. Be careful with their face and avoid spraying water straight at them. It could get up inside their nose, into their eyes, and it's just no fun for them at all. Don't rush. Dogs pick up so much from our body language, and if we're rushing and making a great big fuss, they will soon get anxious too. You can see that Freddie is staying calm and relaxed. He's not showing whale eyes, which would mean that he's scared. And we've got this through years of careful socialization to baths and showers. If you want a much more detailed breakdown, then there's a whole video on our channel about making bath time great for your dog. Now, these things do have a hairdryer setting, which he absolutely hates. But to demonstrate the power of it, it's pretty powerful. I can see why he hates it. Yes, mate, that was terrible. I can definitely see why you don't like that. Here we go. This hairdryer is where I've actually got a suggestion for an improvement to this machine, and that is to give different power settings for the dryer. Some dogs can cope with a gale blowing in their face, others like Freddie need it to be a little bit softer, so if there is an option to just reduce the power on the blower, that would be great. In the meantime, if you find yourself using one of these machines, always know where your towel is. So to sum up, we really like these things. We use it after Freddie goes to daycare where he always gets filthy, and it's so much more convenient to wash him there and then instead of getting sand in the car and tracking it all through the house on his way up to the shower. I don't think it should ever replace going to a proper groomer's, but for around £10 a time, it's definitely better than the garden hose. If you've spotted one of these things out in the wild and have used it, we'd love to hear your thoughts and how your dog got on. Don't forget to check out our channel for all our training tips and doggy deep dives. Thank you so much for watching. Look after yourself and look after your dog.